Hey everybody, it's Hot Mess Monday with Wendy. I had all of this set up and ready to go like at 8:30 this morning. And then when I came here 5 minutes to 11, it decided it didn't want to work. I finally just got it up and going. Sorry for the delay, but I think we are streaming to Facebook and to YouTube right now. I can see comments as they come up on the screen. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, I'll be glad to help you with that. But we are in my own personal house today, and I've got this beautiful dining room table right here that we are going to repaint with Farmhouse Paint. The can that I'm using is an old can. Farmhouse Paint has since redid their label and all that kind of stuff, but this is some paint that I've had in my own stash that I'm going to be using. So don't get confused that the can looks different from what they look like now. But just to give you an overview, again, my name is Wendy. I actually am the owner of Cottage 321 in Hudson, North Carolina. And we just started the last month doing DIY lives every Monday at 11 a.m. Today it was 11:09 a.m. and I apologize for that. But I decided today I wanted to do it from home. With the last couple we've done, I tried to do live at the store, and just with customers and stuff, it kind of gets hard to do a live and not have a lot of feedback behind the scenes. So I think I'm going to try to start doing the lives from my home. It'll be more quiet and won't have any interruptions. And this one just works out because I need to paint this table. It's actually going to end up in my store. My wonderful mother-in-law gave me another table, and it's a gorgeous, very rustic table that needs nothing done to it. But I've had this table, gosh, probably, I don't know, 10 years or more. I've had it for a long time. I used to work for Broyhill Furniture, and this was a Broyhill piece when I worked there that I purchased. And I painted it with Farmhouse Paint probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And this color is a mixture of several colors, but it's more to my liking, and it goes with my home decor. But if I want to resell this piece, I feel like I need to make it more neutral and make it where it will fit into anyone's home. So we're going to paint it white ash. White ash in Farmhouse Paint is our #1 color. And so we're going to paint this whole table in that. And I'm going to show you just how I do it. It's really easy in that you can paint right over top of another finish. Say you've painted a piece with Farmhouse Paint before, you can paint right over top of it. And honestly, like any piece, whether it's Annie Sloan or DIY paint or even factory paint, you can paint right over top of it with Farmhouse Paint. You just got to clean it. So if you are watching, give me a shout out, say hello, give me a wave, give me some hearts, give me some love. I'm going to pop over real quick over here just to make sure that we are live and going on Facebook. And I think I'm using an app called StreamYard, and it allows for any comments on YouTube or Facebook to pop up. I don't know if there's like a delay, but I am going to pop over here real quick. Let me turn my sound off just for a second. And then if you hear any little, which is getting ready to have little clickety clacks, that is my little mixed beagle named Addie. She's walking in here now. She's deaf, poor little sweet thing, but y'all might see her in the video here in just a second. So let me just refresh real quick and see if my live is actually going live on here. I don't see it, so I wonder what's going on. It says we're live. Let's see if it's going live in the event, maybe. I don't see it. Okay. Interesting. Let's check YouTube real quick. I apologize again. Go to my own personal page here, your channel. So it doesn't look like it's actually going live. Maybe it is. Let's click on it and see. Yep, it is. It's live on YouTube. We'll close that down so it's not going to be pulling any of my stuff. I don't see it on Facebook, and I'm not sure why. Let's see if I click on this. Why isn't it going? It says I'm live. Okay. Well, I'm just going to quit messing with this. I will post it to Facebook eventually if it ever comes up. Let's see. Let me see if what it says set up live here. Oh, I see it now. Do I have to say go live on here? Okay, I pushed the go live. Let's see what happens. It's supposed to automatically do it. Okay. It's supposed to automatically do it. I don't know if it's going live on Facebook twice. I don't know what the deal is. Who knows? Who freaking knows? All right, if you're just joining me on Facebook, I thought it was already live. I'm Wendy with Cottage 321. We're getting ready to, you're at my house. You're in my own personal house, and we're about to start painting this table right here. This was a table that I've had for probably over 10 years. And we're going to repaint it. It's going to end up in my store. And I want to paint it in white ash so that it will be a more neutral color and a color that people want to purchase. So I'm just going to take everything off here real quick. Give me a shout out, say hey, give me a hug, give me some hearts, do all the things, share it if you like. Let's see here. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Let me go back over to StreamYard real quick. So let me just get some of these things off the table. It has a leaf in it. So I'm going to pull the table apart just a little bit so that when we paint, it's not going to like get goofy in those edges. Do this out of the way. Sorry, I had to go out of the picture for a while. So if you're just joining us, we are going to be painting this dining room table. You are in my house, and we are going to paint this guy out. These right here are just mirrored. They were glass, and I painted the back with that spray paint mirror maker so that you couldn't see through it. So let's take these guys out. I'll move my phone. Woo! That was scary. Slide this out of the way. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to paint the top with a different, with a roller, since it's a flat surface, and then the legs we'll do with a brush. You see the back, this has been spray painted with that mirror. It's by Crayon, and it's a mirror or something or other. It works wonderful. It looks like antique glass. You paint it on the outside of it. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to turn my camera just over here so y'all can see and hear me. I'm going to go wet my rag real quick. This is my kitchen. It's a bit of a mess. I got this out just to put underneath the legs once we get to painting. But what we're going to do right now is just wipe. For some reason, it becomes disconnected, y'all. You wait just a couple seconds and I'll have it back up. But I'm just going to wipe this down real good. Right here where the mirror was, that's where food and stuff likes to collect. So I need to make sure I'm cleaning that little part real good. I actually might not paint it so that the mirror won't stick to it. I'm wiping it down. Just get it nice and clean. And this is Farmhouse Paint that's underneath it. I've mixed about 3 different colors on this finish. It's kind of a blue, cream, and green kind of mixed together. And anyway, we'll start on this side and then we'll go down. It's a big table. Get rid of my little plug there. And it wouldn't be Hot Mess Monday if there wasn't some kind of hot mess going on. I've got a lot going on this morning. And I'm going to slide this a little bit closer so y'all can see it better. But I have some other things going on in the mix that kind of got me preoccupied before I went live too. Mondays is probably a bad day for me to pick to do this kind of thing. So that's good. Let's get this other side real quick here. Turn it here. And all I'm doing right now is just cleaning her piece. If you're wondering, where the heck is she at? You're at my house. This is my dining room. And we are about to paint this dining room table with white ash and Farmhouse Paint. And I just want to kind of show y'all how easy it is. It's really easy. It'll probably take 2 coats, normally does. And sometimes you might want to touch up in a couple of the other spots. But right now, I'm just wiping down the top, making sure it's clean and don't have no jelly or gravy on it. And we're going to get started. All right. Make sure y'all can see okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me pop back over here again and see what's going on. Someone messaged me. Let's see here. Hey, Darlene, thank you. I just saw Darlene's comment. It's supposed to show up on the other ones. Thank you for saying that. All right, so we are repainting my dining room table. We're going to use white ash and Farmhouse Paint. I'm going to shake it up real good. And we are going to use, we have these rollers at my store, and you can get these at any hardware store you like. But I have these rollers. This is our felt roller, and I also have a white one that I really like. And I would have used it, but I used it on my daughter's house. This is the color I'm painting on the roof of my daughter's front porch, and it's Farmhouse Paint. But today we're using white ash. And so the top, since it's a flat surface, I am going to roll it on with that. I need to unhook this. I'm going to pull my table apart here. Give me just a second. Y'all get to see me get down and dirty with it. I'm going to try to pull this apart so that I don't want that paint to get caught in those edges there. So I'm going to try to yank it apart the best I can. Just a little bit. All right, I think that probably would work. So I wanted the leaf to also be painted. So what we're going to do is just pour us some paint in there, and we're going to get started. We'll use the brush in certain areas and on the legs. Thank you, Dale. I miss you, girl. We were supposed to get started at 11, but I had some drama come up that I had to take care of. But look, I just spilled some right there. Let me move this out of my way. Okay, so I'm just going to take it. Since I got some there, we'll start with the center part. Just going to roll it in my paint here, get a good coverage on it. Make sure the whole thing is covered. And we're just going to go for it. I'm going to start with the middle. Now that I take those middles out, I don't have a place to put my paint. All right, here we go. Hope y'all can see okay. So I'm just going to roll it on. Now, if I don't like the texture that it's making, which it looks a little bit odd, I might come back and redo it with my brush to brush it out. I actually prefer the little white roller that I have to this one. I'm trying not to get my butt too much in the picture here. This just makes it really fast. And I want the edge to stay, I don't want to have it gloopy right here, so I'm going to rub my finger down it to catch any excess. I'm going to run over to the other side here and roll that. Let's run over to the other side real quick. I think I might slide over just a little bit closer to y'all so you can see. All right. I want to keep that wet edge. If you let it dry, then it'll be a little bit darker where it overlaps. I see a comment. I'll run over there in just a second and answer it. All right. You should also put a tarp down, which I did not do. I want to make sure I don't have any little, so I'm going to go all the way over and back, just so I have a nice even strokes. You can use your brush if you like. Again, this is probably going to take 2 coats. And this is white ash, if anybody wants to know, this is white ash. All right, I'm going to come back over towards you guys. Let me read this question over here real quick. Let's see, what's it say? Oh, you like watching me paint. Okay, thanks. Let me set this over here. Okay, I'm going to get these edges real quick, and I'm going to use my brush for that. This is our angle brush. We also have another brush called the grip. I'm going to turn some more lights on so it's a little bit brighter. Give me just a second. Probably didn't help much, but brightens it up a little bit. So this is called the angle. We have another one called the grip, which I really love. I just didn't have it. I did have this one. You can see the color on it that I was using this weekend on my daughter's house. But I'm just going to use this brush to get here on the edges. And you can just, because this is like a little rope detail, you might want to pounce it in there a little bit. It's really easy. Okay, so I do have some over marks right there, so I'm going to get my roller back and go back over that. I'm trying not to have brush strokes here. Yeah, I'm going to use the roller because I don't like the way the brush is leaving streaks. My paint is still wet, so I should be okay. If it was slightly dry, if you roll over it while it's still like almost dry, it will pull the paint back off. But that just kind of smooths it back out. I may even do this little number right here. I don't like that. So this is a foam brush, and I've decided I don't really like the foam brush. I like the little white one I have better. It leaves a smoother texture to it. But all right, we're going to move on to this side over here. I'm going to try to turn you just a little bit and hope that it don't disconnect on me. There we go. And we're just going to continue going around the table with the roller. Let's see, is anybody else on here? Hey, Wendy, thank you. I know, right? I probably should take my sweater off. It's kind of cool in here. We haven't really turned our heat on yet, so I'm kind of cold, but yeah, I might take it off here in a minute. I'll start having a hot flash in a second, and I'll have to take it off. So I'm just going to go ahead and start these ends here. You know what? Let me do this little number. There we go. That'll help. Try not to get my butt in the picture. Am I completely blocking you guys? I don't want a whole lot of paint going down into those grooves. Let me take my sweater off. Y'all convinced me. I definitely want to get paint on it for sure. If y'all like that sweater, that's a Cottage 321 sweater. Do you like my shirt? Because it's true. It's true. All right, let's get this all the way down. There's a fly in here too, trying to make a death wish. I'm just going to drop paint on the floor. Let me smooth this out right here. Go away, fly. All right, smooth this out. I don't think I'm going to paint the inside lip of that because I just don't, it doesn't need to be built up and it won't be seen. Let's get over here. All right. If y'all are just joining in, I am painting my dining room table. I got my mother-in-law, go away fly. Has anybody else had problems with flies lately? My mother-in-law just gave me a new attic heirloom table that I think will go a little bit better with the vibe that I have in my house right now. I'm going for a more rustic feel. And so I'm going to sell this table. I've had this table probably over 10 years. And I feel like I need to make it more neutral where, you know, everybody's liking the farmhouse look. The white ashes are #1 color, so I'm painting it in that. You go ahead and get these edges while it's still wet. Are y'all still with me? Thank you, Delene. I love you. You're so sweet. I'm going to try to zoom it in just a little bit on this edge for y'all so y'all can see a little bit closer maybe. We're going to paint this edge right here. I'm going to use my brush. And see where I can't get in those grooves, I'll just pounce it into those. I want to get this edge while the top's still wet so that I can smooth out wherever I kind of overbrush. So anybody can do this. It's really easy, really simple. And it just totally transforms whatever piece you're working on. It will update it. You can change the color of a favorite piece that you have to go with the new decor look that you're wanting. This fly is relentless. He is diving at me. All right, I'm just going to smooth that out a little bit. And this right here, the rope detail on this piece, I will probably come back and distress that and it'll be beautiful. All right. I'm going to skip these two edges just for time's sake. I can do that on my own time. Let me smooth this out over here. Wherever I've got dripping paint at, I'm trying to rub it down with my fingers so it doesn't make a huge mess. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to pull this back. We're going to go down to the floor and hope that my camera doesn't disconnect. We're going to go down and start painting some of this detail down here for you guys to see. So let me push this back. And we're going to go onto the apron. We're going to do the apron in this leg. All right, y'all say a little prayer that the camera doesn't disconnect. I'll try to keep it from moving. If it does, just give me a second and it'll come back up. Let's go down. I think we're still in business. Let's go. StreamYard. Oh yeah, we're still in. We're still in like Flynn. Let me get down here with you. All right. We are going to paint this apron, and then we'll also get this leg. So let me get my paint down here. Try to get you to come a little bit closer. And I'm going to widen this back out. There we go. You can see it, right? Look, I just stuck my hand in that paint. Oh my goodness. Hot mess, Wendy. Hot mess, Wendy. All right, just smooth it back out because it's still wet. All right. I'm looking at my computer so I can see what y'all see. Let me slide it over to me. See if y'all are asking anything. Give me just a second. Oh. Okay, we're still in business. Let me flip back over to Facebook real quick and see if anybody's asking me anything. Yes, Wendy, it is an off-white. This is white ash. It's our #1 color. It is a beautiful off-white. It's not very yellow. A lot of times the creamy whites give a yellow hue to them, and white ash doesn't. It's a beautiful, beautiful creamy white. I love it. Okay, we're going to paint this apron, and we're going to do the leg. We're going to use our brush on this one. Let's see here. Just looking to see if there's any questions, and I can't see y'all. I'm almost blind. My eyesight, the older I get, the worse it gets. Okay, where is my little rag? I'm going to take my rag real quick. Just make sure there's no dust or anything on here. Oh, and let me get something to sit underneath this leg so that I'm protecting the floor. So my plan with this table is I'm going to finish it probably off camera and do some more little shooting a video with it that's not live. And once I have it all completed, I'll probably do an edited video to show it, and I will show it displayed in the store. I have big plans. I want to do it like a Thanksgiving table at my store, all dolled up with all of our wares, and make it look really cute. So by the way, it's officially November. So all the stops are coming out this week. We're going to start bringing out our Christmas decor. I've had a hard time this year. I ordered a whole bunch of Christmas ornaments and gifty things for Christmas, and only a few things have arrived. Have y'all heard about those ships out there with stuff floating around? My stuff is out there, I think. It is a real thing. But we are going to, what we have, we're going to put it out and make it beautiful. And hopefully some of that stuff will be trickling in over the next couple weeks. And we're going to, this week, the Christmas trees are coming out and all the Christmas stuff. And we're going to totally change the shop into a winter wonderland this week. So that's the apron. I'm just like between right here. I don't know if y'all can see right there where it's meeting. I'm just kind of running my finger down that because paint tends to want to like go over and make a little bubble on the edge. So I'm just wiping that, and then I'll wipe it off on a rag or something. And then I'm going to come underneath here and just kind of make sure I don't have any dripping paint on the bottom of that. And so that's the first coat. You can kind of see some streaks from the brush, but my second coat will clean that up. All right, so next I'm going to try to move this. I'm afraid to touch the camera that it'll come unplugged. I'm going to just tighten it up where y'all can see the leg. I will just do closer range to it. I'll get closer here in just a second. So You're really supposed to work from the bottom up because if you get drips, you can catch them. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep going up here on this little corbel. I'm totally going to probably distress this thing out. You can see I had done that before. I will probably do the same thing, except it won't be white in distress. A little bit of that blue might peekaboo out, which I'm okay with that. So anyway, this is it's actually Farmhouse Paint that I'm painting over top of. People ask me all the time, can you paint over it? Absolutely. You can layer Farmhouse Paint. I do that a lot. I love to put a black layer underneath stuff and then paint it white. And then when you just dress back, that black will peekaboo out. So that's a fun thing to do. This is a gorgeous table. I kind of hate to get rid of it, but I'm wanting to go with a more rustic style. And the table that my mother gave me is an attic heirloom. If any of y'all live around here and know about Broyhill Furniture, they had a line called Attic Heirloom, and it's beautiful. It's a rustic wood, and I have a bunch of those pieces from when I worked at Broyhill. I used to be a programmer, a computer programmer, and I worked for Broyhill for almost 10 years. And so I have a lot of Broyhill furniture, a whole bunch. But it was back before it started being imported. It was actually made here in the United States. I actually think it may have been made here. Like we had the factories and stuff, plants here in North Carolina where they made it. And anyway, I scored big time when I worked for them. You can go to the scratch and dent and get really good deals. So let me come in just a little bit closer, give you a little bit closer view of that leg. I'm hoping y'all don't see all the dog hair on the floor. We have a Roomba, and it's named Rodney, and he's right off camera right over here. I had to turn him off. He goes off every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and he gets up all the dog hair. He is a lifesaver. He helps out a lot, but he's loud and obnoxious. So I had to turn him off right before the live. Do y'all see how I'm pouncing? We have a round brush too that would be really good for this kind of detail work if you would rather prefer that. But I just bounce it into the little areas. And then where it's smooth, I just brush it out, come back and brush it out, pounce. Is there any other, let's see if there's any other questions real quick. Can't wait to use the table for Thanksgiving, and we're excited for Christmas. Yes, I am too. I am too. Hey, Wendy, I saw your text and I just haven't been able to respond to it. Yes, I love those ornaments, y'all. Yes, please bring those. We need them because we don't have many decorations because they're out floating around in the ocean right now. So please bring your homemade ornaments. If y'all don't know, Wendy Hall is Wendy and Company. She has the baby items and doggy items. They're all handmade. It's her and her daughters make those items by hand, and it's part of their homeschooling. And it's so smart and so cute. It's a lot of fun. And actually, if I can remember, I will try to drop a link to her website if you guys are interested. If you don't live local, you can go to her website and check out some of her items. Can y'all see that okay? So I'm just trying to get a good, clean, make sure there's no drips. Can y'all see that all right? I think you can. All right, I'm going to point it down a little bit further. Please don't disconnect. I think we're still good. Let me check with my guy over here real quick with StreamYard. Yes, we're still good. Okay. seen other people that paint furniture like turn their items upside down, which seems pretty smart. But this table's too big for that. All right. I'm going to go on down to the bottom here. Let me point it down just a little bit further. I'm really like chancing it here by moving that camera. So I just kind of go back and forth all the way around. This is how you do it. You get on the floor and you just do it. All right, so if you're just joining in, hey, my name's Wendy. I'm with Cottage 321, and we sell Farmhouse Paint. And I am repainting this table in Farmhouse Paint in the color white ash. And the reason I'm doing this, it was already beautiful, but I'm trying to make it where everybody loves it and might want to buy this. Is this going to end up in my store? I'll decorate it out. And so I'm trying to paint it a neutral color that everybody loves. This is being replaced with another table in my house. And so I am refinishing it. I'm refinishing it to put in my store for resale. So if you're interested, this will be in there in just a couple days. And I'm using a brush on this detail part right here because it's just easier. Where there's flat surfaces, I use our roller. And I wish I could bring the camera over here with me so y'all could see what I was doing here. But I'm just about done with this leg. So I pounce into where the details are, and then I smooth it back out. And you really need to look at it from all the different angles because you will miss little spots and stuff by not looking. All right, I'm gonna scooch around here. Sorry, I'm gonna scooch all the way over here. I'm scooting on my booty. I'm glad I wore my leggings today so that I could do this. Just smoothing out any spots that look like might have running paint or anything like that. I do have some spots right here I need to get. Okay. I think we have got this leg pretty good. All right. Come out here. Let's look. Looks like I'm going to turn you back up. Ooh. Okay. Make sure we're still live. Sorry for all my noises. I've come to realize that I grunt a lot. Get back over to the StreamYard. Yeah, we're still good. Okay. See, if I were to hit, let me widen back out. If I were to hit that again, you see a spot and you're very tempted to go, oh, let me hit it. But don't do that. Don't do that. If I was to hit that spot now, it would pull that paint off because it's kind of half and half dry. And if I were to hit that, it would totally mess it up. Let it dry and then put that second coat off and it will cover all of those little areas that you don't like. I am going to hit this though. I see where I didn't get around my little medallion very good. Okay. I keep seeing my double chin. I'm going to go ahead and try to paint. Let me slide this. Let's paint the middle apron real quick. I'm going to try my roller. This is kind of rounded, so I don't think it's going to work good. So I'll just stick with my brush. It won't work good. So let's do this apron right here. Look, there's a little drip. I'm going to get that. Also, guys, when you're doing this, put you a little tarp underneath you. Don't be like me and don't put a tarp down. You can get it off. You just have to work at it because farmhouse paint is pretty tough. So especially if it's a thick drip, it might take a minute for it to come off. Just keep scrubbing it and it'll eventually come off. I found that Windex, use Windex, it helps it to come off. So I'm just trying to get smooth stroke in there. And see where it's kind of doubling up right there. I want to smooth that out. And again, it's got a few little streaks, but that second coat will get that out. I'm going to rub down here at the end. Boom. All right, let's go back up top and do this other end. And then I think that's all we'll do. I'm not going to bore y'all by doing all 4 legs. Let me see if I can put this back on the table without it disconnecting. Everybody cross your fingers. Real gentle. I think we did it. We widen that back out. I think I went the opposite way. Yep. There we go. I'll point it back down and point towards that end over there. So we're going to try to paint out this little end, and then that'll be it. Let me come back over here to Facebook real quick to see if there's any other questions. Oh, Wendy, you were a sweet one, let me tell you. Okay, so let's just roll out this end, and then that'll be it for today. I apologize again. It wouldn't be a hot mess without it actually being a hot mess. Let me turn this so I can see it. Okay. I think I might even scooch it down a little bit this way. You see it better? Yeah. All right. Let's paint that top real quick. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, we're still good. All right, I'm going to use my roller. We have these rollers at our store. Also on my website on cottage321.com, you can find all of our farmhouse paint and other DIY items on our website and also in our store. You can also find this roller. It makes really quick painting of things. You use a roller. You don't want to press too hard because when you press, it'll leave a line. So just make sure you just roll it on. I actually want to look over here at this one. Yeah, I think a second coat, that's going to look good. This one just gently roll it. Get this side over here. So I need suggestions. What other things would y'all like to see me do live? I think I'm going to do more things from my home because I just don't get interrupted like I do at work. And in general, it's pretty quiet. My husband and daughter work from home, but I'm hoping I can convince them to be out during that time. All right, that looks pretty good. That looks good. All right, we're going to leave that alone. Let's get this little side part right here. Point down just a little bit. Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, babe. This is my honey coming in from work. We're almost done. So let's just get this little edging right here. And we might finish this apron. It's just like need a closure, right? We need just a little bit of a closure to it. Let's point back down just a little bit. close up. All right, that's good. We're just gonna do this little number right here. I'm probably gonna have to stand up so that I can get down into these little nooks and crannies. Since this is still wet, I should be able to hit it with the roller to smooth out where I've hit. I really don't mind those little dark marks. Trying to get that drip up off the floor. I kind of like that there's dark in between, so I don't want to do it too hard because I like that detail. Y'all still see that okay? Yeah. All right, and we'll smooth it back out. I can get my roller, smooth out that edge. Let me look at it from a different angle. I messed up. I kind of rolled over on that. I'll fix that after it dries. It went rogue on me. Okay. I'm just trying not to have any lines because wherever you have a drip or a line, it's hard for it not to show in Farmhouse Paint. Once it dries, it's hard for it not to show. Even if you sand it, it'll look darker in that spot where the drip or the line was. So I try not to do that. Bye, guys. Love you guys. See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye. That's my husband and daughter leaving to go do an appraisal. They are appraisers, house appraisers, residential. But anyway, they're heading out. We're almost done, guys. Let's finish this apron, and then that'll be it, okay? Let's see here. Let me go back over to Facebook. Is there any questions? You can paint my oak cabinets downstairs. I'd love to watch you do that. Oh, that'd be fun. I could do that. Oak is interesting because oak has a grain, and a lot of people try to hide that grain, but to me, it's kind of cool. So that'd be fun. I'd do that. What if we did it together? We could do a group project together live. That'd actually be fun and funny at the same time, Delly. I think that would be a lot of fun. So we'll have to schedule that for a Hot Mess Monday, okay? I'll totally do that. That'd be so much fun. Plus, it makes us spend some time together, which we have a hard time getting together anymore, right? Let's do that. I'm going to paint this apron, and then we're going to call it quits, guys. I promise this should get really, really quick. Again, my name's Wendy. I'm with Cottage 321. We're in Hudson, North Carolina. All these products you can find on my website or in my store. And I just try to go live every Mondays now at 11 a.m. I am trying to demonstrate all of our products and also get some projects done. I figured if I schedule a live that I have to do it, right? Otherwise, it goes to the wayside. Look, I just stripped. You get that? Is my head in the way? No. Okay. So that was one of my reasons of doing the lives, just making it every Monday, is so that I get projects done, and it also helps teach you guys, and it's just a great fun time and makes me get projects done. Look how fast that was. And again, there's a few streaks, but that second coat will cover it. I'm going to run my finger right here and underneath to grab any drips. And I think that's it. Okay, let me turn around, talk to y'all Oh, good. I got paint. I got paint on my leggings, my favorite leggings. Try to get that out. Okay. That's it, y'all. That's it for this Hot Mess Monday. And I appreciate y'all joining me. And I will try to get this finished up, and I will like make a condensed video of the whole project, and then it's set up in my store with all its beauty and glory. And this table, and I'm including the 6 chairs, are going to be for sale in my store once it's done. I'm not painting the chairs. I love them the way they are. I love that wood finish, and I'm not messing with them. And chairs are a nightmare. A total nightmare. You might want to spray those. But that's it for today. Thank you so much. If you really like this video and you want to help me out, hit that little arrow button to share it to your own page so other people can find us and see this video and maybe discover our store. And give us a thumbs up or a heart, and just leave a comment. Let me know what you think, whether you watch the replay or if you watched it live. I really appreciate it. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day and week. And don't forget, Thursday at 4 p.m. we go live with all of our new apparel items. So join us then too. See y'all next week. Bye-bye. It's going to take me a second to end it. Bye, y'all. Love you so much.